Hello everyone, my name is Kamil Bitner. Welcome to the GameDev Process Fantasy Edition. On this livestream show, I try to create video games in a short space of time that happens to be fantasy themed, and the only limitation beside the genre, must be kids friendly, family friendly, and that they must be short experiences, ranging from 1 to 3 hours of gameplay, long play. And that's pretty much the games that I'm trying to aim at. Most of them will be almost like a nostalgia trip, but not all of them. Not all of them, just some of them. And they will definitely take inspiration in terms of gameplay from previous titles, but not as much. There are always some kind of improvement and modification that will be to the previous games that the games were these games are created and inspired by. So let's just show you now how I've developed this game. That this is a so this is, I believe, episode number 7, if I'm not mistaken, but I think I am. No, it's episode 7 of this game development, and this show is only on Saturday, Sunday, on the weekends for only 4 hours. So this stream will last only 4 hours. So as you can see, this is the main character. You can automatic jumping, climbing, of course. Oh, this is automatic. I don't have to press anything. So as you can see, this is I can now cast a spell. This is a small spell. This is a secondary spell, and this is the maximum spell. Also program the character to speak with the side characters. This is a character that as soon as it catches me, it will send me back to the checkpoint. As you can see. But it also can be easily defeated by one hit spell. This is a character that will be chasing me. Once I get into his area and he tried to attack me automatically. So when he hits me, he was trying to back away into a location. You can see, in order to get me later. But since he is also a defeatable character, so 3 times the spell, and he can pretty much be defeated. So I do apologize for the lateness of the hour, of the 20-minute lateness, but I had technical issues. So this is a patrolling character. It's a little bit too fast, but the essential of the gameplay is pretty much stays on. So as he notices me, he'll send me back to the checkpoint. This is a kicking off animation. This character cannot be approached by spell. If he does, I just trigger the alarm and he just sends me back. So because this is going to be set in a school of magic, it pretty much will be this is a teacher, so it will not be it cannot be defeated and it cannot be attacked, because that will trigger some kind of punishment, of course. So today I'll be developing trying to improve some of the gameplay features. So hopefully it will make characters, because like as you can see, there's also the character right over here. There will be a third type of enemy character to defeat beside that one. So this is the fainting. Once I receive too much of the damage, I have to improve also that. This character, you remember I mentioned, once you see the twinkle, it can pretty much go the automatic routes, but I forgot to program it, I believe. So let's just go full on with one cast spell that was way too powerful, and it just is defeated. So development of this game is going very smoothly. As you can see, the twinkle above it, and now it's defeated. Okay, so if you like what you're seeing, please hit the like button, share the show with everyone you know, subscribe, follow to the channel. This stream will last 4 hours, as I mentioned before, and so today will be probably most of it will be improvements, um, work on the enemy characters, perhaps. Definitely some of the enemies that will have that will be in development, some of the creatures that will be in development. So let's just see what I'm going to do today. And then there's plenty to do, and let's just see. I just did that a couple of the episodes before, so I just have notes around here. So I'll be focused primarily perhaps on developing the enemy character. Perhaps I'll do the fainting, improvement, and cast damage so that the there will be a bright texture once it's hidden. So hopefully there will be also animation that once she gets hit, like she goes like like this, and yeah. So let's see how well this day will turn out. So this is a show that will be once a week on the weekends. And so let's go. So I'll be doing a short introduction to this show as in general, as I do it every day. But if you like what you see, please hit the like button, share the show with everyone you know, subscribe to the channel. Now do a quick intro of the game dev process in general as a whole. This is I forgot to update this schedule, so sorry about this. This is one of the many streams that I do throughout the week. There are in total 5. The game dev process crunch is still not have been totally activated, but the stream is focused on creating much-awaited video game titles that look photorealistic. So there will be some forms of photorealism, not only in perhaps in terms of gameplay, character model, 3D character model, there will be perhaps also looking like almost like a 2D, but with realistic graphics approach. And for other material video game titles, there is Bloody GameDev Process, which focuses on creating material video game titles that are partially inspired by early 2000 Rockstar video games that try to be edgy, try to be erased. So the content of that game is pretty much says what is spread on the title. And the game development on that the game is going very smoothly, and I cannot wait to develop more of it. And then there is again the Process Standard Edition, which focuses on creating sci-fi video game titles. The game that I selected for that stream is the Game Zone Beta, who's also been developed for quite some time, is also sci-fi, and it shows that the only limitation on that stream is that it must be 3D video game title and it must be a sci-fi themed video game. And then the other kids friendly, family friendly live streams are the GameDev Process Animated, which focus on creating 2D or 3D animated video game titles that look either like a cartoon or like an animated feature. It also must have 1 to 3 hours of long play of on gameplay as a whole, as they must be short experiences. And on each and every one of these streams, I showcase the development of Blender and Unreal Engine. I'm a 10 plus years experience game developer. I develop games primarily software that's set to myself using free tutorials. Anyone can become a video game developer, so I highly recommend using these in case you want to be part of the video game development community. This software permitted me to create the following product. This is Project Magic. This is the game that inspired this project right over here, and I'm developing on this show. And everything you see here was developed live on the natural space of time, 30 episodes of time. Everything from gameplay to graphics, all of it was created in natural space of time. So I demonstrated more than once in the past that it's 100% possible to showcase the development of a full development of a prototype, mostly full of a prototype, and showcase live streaming the live on air. And I try to do the same with these games I'm developing on this show. I try to create full games and show you the entire process, and the full games or episode of a that whole game. So yeah, so I just go back to the game. So I'll be meeting the stream in a couple of seconds after I complete the intro. the stream it might crash either because of internet connection issue or because of internet connection issue. They're very common nowadays, and I please wait a couple of minutes until I fix the problem, and I'll start a new stream, especially on YouTube, because YouTube crashes very easily. The other shows potentially will not be need to have their stream restart. So please wait a couple of minutes until I fix them. Sorry. This this game for the modified version of the Prometheus structure, which focus on this. I developed the game for X amount of time, and one fold of over 1/5 of the time we dedicated to decoration in order to avoid getting crunched, getting burnout, getting tired as a whole. I've been using this technique for about a month, and for more than a month, and I can tell you that it has been 100% positive on my body. So I highly recommend. I think it's going to be at least 2 months now, if I'm doing the math right, and it has been 100% positive on my body. So in case you develop something on the computer, I highly recommend this kind of scheduling the structure in order to avoid getting tired. Your comments will be read before the start of a break or before the ending of the show. Please do not be shy to type any comment you want, but please be respectful for the social media platform rules. So the live stream platform rules. I'll try my best to answer all of your questions and comments. In case you cannot watch this entire stream, which will be 100% understandable, I'll be making a short summary video immediately after the show will end, and it will be available on next YouTube and Instagram accounts. As you can see, whatever underneath the video, there are the channels at Bitner Games on YouTube and Bitner Games channel on X and YouTube. No, sorry, X and Instagram. They are just at just Bitner Games. These short summaries will be around 10 seconds length. So I'll be muting the stream right now because I listen to things in the background and avoid to getting crazy and avoid getting copyright infringement. I'll just mute the stream. Thank you very much for listening. If you like what you're seeing, please hit the like button, share the show with everyone else, subscribe to the channel. I'll be streaming now for the next 4 hours, so please do not be shy. Type anything you want in the comment section. I'll go to answer them, and when I notice them, I'll answer them. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.